An Internet Marketing Topic Guide. Chapter 1. Internet Marketing 1. Publicize your website name. Create a short, memorable, meaningful domain name and announce it on address labels, answering machine messages, billboards, books, ebooks, brochures, business cards, catalogs, CD-ROM presentations, Christmas cards, classified ads, coupons, envelopes, invoices, letterheads, magazine ads, mousepads, newsletters, newspaper ads, packaging, pens and pencils, phone book listings, posters, press releases, products, promotional material, radio ads, receipts, sales letters, shop notice boards, stationery, television ads, trade shows, T-shirts, vehicles, publicity on the internet. Identify your clear message, then sell it. Create an informative, entertaining, easy-to-use website. Use lots of wording about the field so search engines pick it up. Submit it to search engine. If you have the money, buy advertising on Google, Yahoo, etc., sometimes called search engine optimization, to get a high ranking as a sponsored website. A high ranking on a search engine is the most important way to get noticed. The more personable, the better. Offer to answer questions. Put up a webcam feed, answer some live or make a vidcast. Put a profile up on Facebook.com, Meetup.com, Townhall.com, and MySpace.com. If you have interesting knowledge, send out internet press releases and end them with an offer to be interviewed. Make up your own email list of media people as you go along and send them emails when something interesting comes up. Create an email newsletter. Make it simple to join up. They just type in their email address. Monitor your website to see if anyone is bad-mouthing it. If they are, use allwhoist.com to find out who owns it, then threaten them with a civil suit or do something like send them a gift. Put a chat room up. Put some stuff up on wikipedia.org that links back to you. Use freeconference.com to hold a free conference on your subject. Create a blog if you can do a good one. If you want internet publicity, create your own podcasts and vidcasts and upload them to video and podcast websites. Pay-per-click advertising is putting your ad on the results pages of search engines. When someone clicks on, you pay money to the search engine. You might have to bid for keywords that are popular. Write articles for article publication sites. Include your website at the end. This counts as a backlink to search engines. Building links is good for SEO, but links themselves bring in traffic. Pick your favorite websites. Ask to link to their website or for a reciprocal link. Let those sites know that you visited their site, liked what you saw, and think that a link with them would benefit both parties. This will make your email sound more sincere than spam-like. Write a press release. If it's very good and gets publicized on numerous websites, you might get on TV or radio. Post to forums and news groups. Post in only those forums that you like, and those that deal with topics you believe in. What keywords does your target market use to search for what you are selling? A blog comment gets a link back to your site. Try hashtag 659.14 or HF6146 at the library. Get back links to your website. Write articles for article websites. Submit links to social bookmarking sites. Talk constructively on social networking sites such as Facebook and MySpace, include a link. Participate in online forums, incorporate a link to the site in the signature panel or resource box. If you have more than one website, link them to each other. Write comments on other websites or blogs. Use a video to demonstrate your product. Make a video about whatever you're selling and put it on your website. If your video is not a straight sell but demonstrates how to use something and is funny, Post it to youtube.com and other video sites. Squeeze page marketing. Most business owners develop one website and that's it. Some business owners have their main business website but also start up 1, 2, 3, or more other websites, all with the final goal of increasing traffic to their business, but the websites have differences on face. Like a bike shop owner might create a website for fixing your own bike, bike racing, mountain biking, bike touring, bike owners dating, bike club, etc. On every one of them, there are always a few links to your main business website. Blog marketing info. Blogs are personal websites or one part of a website that people put up that are kind of like diaries of their daily lives. Most people do it for social, frivolous reasons or activist reasons, but some people do it with a business intention, such as they explain how they run their company, what's going on in the company, offering technical advice or something like that. This kind of personal approach to business information appeals to a lot of people. These people with business blogs have a secondary agenda to what they're doing beyond just expressing themselves and expunging their souls out of the goodness of their hearts. They're advertising their business too. A business blog is a company or business talking to people as opposed to at them, which is common with advertising. A business blog can be part of a corporate website but is not a corporate website. It is a short diary of what the company has done and will do, with constant short updates on it, and has a chat type feature on it composed of readers' comments. A business blog can be by an individual involved in business or a company in business. You're interested in reaching people interested in the content of what you do rather than being hollered at through hyped up advertising. Often a business blogger offers technical advice about the products he is affiliated with. Some business blogs are written for company employees, to keep them up on what's going on in the company. Think of it as part of your corporate culture for both insiders and the customer base out in public. When some companies are introducing a new product, they set up a blog about it to get the word out and get people coming on, asking questions, talking about it. Whatever you do with business blogs, the golden rule of marketing still applies. If people sense insincerity, hype, and fakeness, it will backfire on you. A business blog has several purposes: to entertain people, to provide knowledge, to answer questions, to try to get people feel like they're part of a community, to get across a certain company culture, to provide customer service, to try to please old customers and bring in new customers. You can focus on or two of these purposes or try to get all of them in. As a company, you have several choices on how to run a blog. You can do it yourself. Hire somebody from within the company to run it, who could either be a technical person or a PR person depending on what you want. Look for somebody out of the company who is a writer or a blogger anyway. Hire them to do your blog. All the basic rules and protocols that apply to designing a website apply to blogs. I cover website design elsewhere in this book. The cardinal sin of business blogging is to focus too much on selling your stuff as opposed to offering readers an interesting reading experience. I've seen a few CEOs with their own blogs. I suggest blogspot.com because it's owned by Google, which searches its own websites first to put on its search engine. Every time you do a post, use your keywords in your dialogue and always put a link to your business/company website at the end. A trick to use is to write out your keywords a bunch of times at the end of your blog, then go to the ink changing color icon and make them white so nobody can see them but a search engine picks them up. Create a blog by going to blogspot.com. Click on Create Your Blog Now and follow the simple instructions. Choose a username and a password. Pick a blog title relevant to what your business is. Click on Settings, then Basic, and add a description of your blog using your keywords and keyphrases. Where it says Add your blog to our listings, set it to Yes. Also under Settings, click on Publishing and make sure pingweblogs.com is set to Yes. This means your blog will be re-indexed every time you add a new post. Click on Posting and add posts to your blog. Submit your blog to blog directories/search engines. Create a link from your company site to your blog. If your blog is good, Contact Google AdSense to see if they will pay you to put ads on your blog. Lotus1.com, blogging for business. blogbusinessworld.blogspot.com. Blogger.com, start a free blog, owned by Google. blogherald.com. bloglines.com, go to business blog consulting. blogstakes.com, blog sweepstakes for marketing purposes. bloombergmarketing.blogs.com. businessblogconsulting.com. buzzmarketingwithblogs.com. commoncraft.com, social software in business. corporateblogging.info. easybaqblogs.com. linkedin.com, big business blog, lots of networking. projectblog.com. radiantmarketinggroup.com. radio.weblogs.com/00011011/2003/02/26, article about corporate blogging. Chapter 2. Internet Marketing 2. Internet Marketing with Bing and Google. Go to google.com. Click About Google at the bottom of the page. Submit your URL, then sign up to use their Webmaster Central for tips. Go to bing.com. Click Advertising at the bottom of the page. Go to bing.com. Go to the Help section. Type in Bing Webmaster Center Help or Bing Site Owner Help. There is a feature there where you can submit your URL to them. Link Popularity Info. Exchanging links is a way to increase your link popularity, which is something that the search engines are looking for. The more sites that link to your site, the more relevant your site must be to the search. Contact the webmasters of sites that are similar to yours, then ask them to show your link in exchange for you showing theirs. You can cheat by putting up a bunch of articles ending with a link to your website. When high-status websites have your website as a link on their website, your stock goes way up for search engine algorithms. When you have a lot of links on your website to other websites, your stock goes down because they interpret this as an advertising website, which are a worthless nuisance. An incoming one-way link signifies an altruistic act in the web world that recognizes and rewards a good website. It presupposes that a visitor to a website who is impressed by the website, for whatever reason, will give it a vote of confidence by placing a link to it. This positive endorsement is heavily weighted by the search engines. Search engines ignore one-way links from websites because anybody can do it regardless of how bad their website might be. Good content will help get those good links. Linkpopularity.com, the free link popularity service. Ping search engines and blog search engines. If you have a website or blog, you might want to tell the search engines and blog engines every time you update them. Most of the blog authoring tools automatically ping a server every time you update an existing post or create a new one. Do it yourself through these websites. Pingomatic.com. kping.com. Alert box info. When a visitor goes on your website, an alert box pops up requesting their subscription to your e-zine. Your visitor can choose to click on OK to subscribe or cancel to close the alert. The alert box is software that extracts your visitor's name and email address. If they choose to subscribe, it sends this person's email address to your database. easymailpro.com. optienlightning.com. Article marketing websites. Write articles about anything and submit them to an article directory like articledashboard.com, ezinearticles.com, etc. Within your article, you can insert hyperlinks to your website where you sell stuff. You get hyperlinks back to your website, which search engines love for high ranking. People go to article websites searching for articles to place on their websites. Someone chooses your article and it's spread to all the visitors to that particular website. Just write articles, end them with your website name, then submit them to some of the article websites. Find the Submit Article icon on them. ezinearticles.com, set of 12 PDFs to provide training in all areas of article marketing, starting with Article Marketing 101. Write articles and submit them to article directories such as ezinearticles.com, articlecity.com, articledashboard.com, goarticles.com, uniquearticlewizard.com, articlemarketer.com, artemislight.com, submits articles to 1000s of sites and newsletters. To download, name and email address need to be provided and confirmed. adme.com/nlsubmit.htm, adto.com/articlesubmit.shtml, adultbizresource.com/submitarticle.php, all-4-all.co.il/article_ad_form.asp, allmerchants.com/submit-article.php, allelnetarticles.com/submitarticle.asp, amazons.com, article-announce.com, articlecentral.com/default.asp, articlecity.com, articlecity.com/article_submission.shtml, articles911.com, articlisthatsell.com/articlepage.htm, bizstrat.com/contact2.html, bachonline.com/sub-art.shtml, bpubs.com/cgi/ad.cgi, businessknowhow.com/newsletter/article-guidelines.htm, businessnation.com/cgi-bin/library/article/ad.cgi, bytesworth.com/article/default.asp, certificate.net/wwio/ideas.shtml, certificate.net/wwio/index.shtml, gff.com/business/marketing.htm, connectionteam.com/submit.html, dellmedia.com/submitarticles.php, digital-women.com/submitarticle.htm, dime-co.com/articlesub.html, ebooksandbytes.com/articles/submit.shtml, ebusinesshelpsite.com/articles/submit-article.htm, emarketingassociation.com/article_submit.htm, emoneymonthly.com/submit.html, expertarticles.com, ezineannouncer.com, family-content.com/articles/submit.shtml, first-business-systems.co.uk/articles/submit.php, forleaders.com/submit.html, freespiritcenter.info/submissions.html, freeasticky.com/stickiweb/submitarticle.asp, freeasticky.com/stickiweb/submitarticle.asp, goarticles.com/cgi-bin/ad.cgi, home-based-business-opportunities.com, howtoadvice.com, advertisingzecrets.com/submissions, article_depot.50megs.com, articleresponder.com, ca.groups.yahoo.com/group/smartads, ezinarticles.com, formmail.hotplugins.com/cgi-bin/fmid=1050, goarticles.com/index.html, groups.msn.com/smartads/welcome.msnw, groups.msn.com/smartads1, groups.msn.com/smartads2, groups.msn.com/smartads3, groups.msn.com/smartadsinformationcenter, groups.msn.com/venturecon/designpromotips.msnw, groups.yahoo.com/group/ainet, groups.yahoo.com/group/article_announce, avatar/Second Life Marketing. Second Life is a 3D virtual world where an individual goes, develops a fictional character called his or her avatar, then socializes with the other avatars in that fantasy world. You enter these scenarios with your character/avatar and take on an identity interacting with other people in this virtual world. For some people it's fun. For other people, it's meaningless. Secondlife.com. moleskis-pub.com/the-guide-lecture-series/guest-lecture-series-music-frac-music-music-music-music-frac-music-music-frac-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music-music cyber.law.harvard.edu/home/second-life_avatar marketing discussion. Branded utilities. Your company creates a cool or useful piece of software or website and gives it away free with their logo plastered all over it. It's easy. People want a free word processing program or Photoshop software. A big company creates a program and offers it for free with their big logo in the corner acting as the help function. Computer games are good for this too, or even a dating website. Look at dead websites to possibly buy the domain. People buy the domains of dead websites because search engines might already have them listed in a high ranking. Deleteddomains.com, oneexpired.com, archive.org, writescripts.com/links popularity. You can check how many pages are indexed and how many backlinks there are to expired sites on major search engines. Domain drop catchers/expired domains. Nobody owns domain names. They just rent them. If a name expires, the user has 75 days to renew. After that, the name is free again. Drop catchers are companies that snap up recently expired domains and try to sell them at a profit, or they take contracts on domain names in advance. If you want a domain name currently in use, you pay them $60 or more and they tell you if and when that domain expires. Pool.com, Snapcatcher.com, Desktop Marketing Info. Desktop marketing means using your computer and the internet to market your business. Desktop Marketer Pro is a popular software program. Send messages directly to your subscribers. 1st-in-online-income.com. At desktop.info/find/desktopmarketer. Copernic.com/n/products/desktop-search/partners. Costcutters.howtoproducts-xl.com. Desktoplightning.com. Direct-to-desktopsoftware.com. Topsios.com. wispy.com/business-resources-tips-online.html. yourcybersuccess.com. Branding info. It's okay to advertise, but slick advertising without a good brand and a reputation for a good product line is a waste. A brand is the message you want to convey about yourself. You have to subtly and directly state this message in everything you do. Be consistent about it. Don't do things contrary to it. To me, Google is a big laugh because they say do no evil but never say that they polluted the entire internet with their ads, which is evil, to plaster ads everywhere which reduces humanity to a bunch of empty-headed consumers. Repeat your message over and over. Focus on creating useful content. Figure out who your target audience is. What are you trying to help them do or fulfill? Figure out what message you're going to send to them that will tap into specific desires. You need to be consistent about your message in everything you do. Write articles for other websites and blogs. Do guest blog posts on other blogs. Use social media to market yourself. Make comments on other websites. Stick to your core message in everything you do. Get links from other websites by contributing articles to them. eBrand/website brand. How do I get high-ranking website when the average user types a generic term for my product/service/website into a search engine? The first way is to pick a name that's cool or so common that it immediately comes to mind when looking for something. As a researcher, I know there are at least 800 search engines out there, but why do people think of just Yahoo and Google? And the funny thing is that Google came along after Excite, AltaVista, Lycos, LookSmart and other early big players. I'm not going to repeat here what I say in other sections about making a great informative, entertaining website where you change the content daily, daily blog, daily joke, and weekly, but I will say that the name is king. Which sounds better? Birdfood.com, Birdsupplies.com, peatabird.com, birdlover.com. To me, it's birdlover.com for two reasons. It doesn't sound like a retail website. It sounds more pleasant and friendly. I could remember that easily and go there when I want bird supplies, provided the product is good at a good price. Pick a good website name. Try to get your website name to include terms or words that the average person would use when doing a web search. Who are your customers? Appeal to them. Think of your website as a TV channel where you're glorifying your product, not just selling it. You're providing info and communities for it. You gotta be there to help the guy without the over-the-top sales hype. Website construction is not just a given. A lot of people are poor website designers. A great website takes work. The two key elements of a great website from a user's technical point of view are: 1. Easy to use. 2. Fast downloads, switches to other sections fast when you click an icon. Either go the main search engines and submit your website to them for submission, or pay a website submission company to do it for you. There is no doubt that search engines are used by most users to find what they're looking for. A few websites are so popular that they don't need search engines like Ticketmaster.com, Amazon.com, or LonelyPlanet.com, but most aren't. The deal is that you can either hire a website optimization company to try to get your website up in the rankings, or do it yourself. Read what I say about website optimization techniques in other sections and study search engines yourself by manipulating your website to see if it causes changes in rankings. You can just pay a search engine company to be a sponsored website or to have a high ranking. If your website is really good, Google will approach you, then pay you to put their advertisers on it. Use your own content, develop a system to get others to share content, links, and accept advertising. After all, advertising provides a service to your users. People go to websites they enjoy. Watch your competition and learn from them. The mainstream media is great publicity. Use it if you can via press releases and interviews. Personally, I don't like homey websites where they're trying to treat me like an old friend. I want the facts without flowery bull. I respect that more than the pretense. We all know the usual tricks: stuff your website with the generic keywords and terms as much as possible, even if they're invisible, as with invisible text and hidden links. Advertise on websites where you think your target market goes. In the end, my philosophy is that if you work on making a great website for the customer, the website will eventually move up in the rankings. Joint marketing info. You find other websites in your field that don't compete with you, like a medical product manufacturer and a drugstore chain. You approach them with any marketing idea, like you put your ad on my website, I put my ad on your website. Chapter 3. Internet Marketing 3. Marketing books or anything else. Advertise at free ad listing sites. Blog to relevant sites. Register at social networking sites. Make video commercials and upload them to video sharing sites. Sending online media releases. Write and submit online articles with free reprint rights on a topic that is relevant. Do research on companies, clubs, associations, organizations, foundations, and/or similar groups that are genre specific, and see if there is you can sell your books to them. For example, if you wrote a sailing book, contact sailing associations and sailboat manufacturers and try to convince them of the advantages of buying your book to pass on to members or customers. Send emails to media with book excerpts. Consign your book to relevant local shopkeepers and retailers. For a minimal consignment fee, your book is prominently displayed. Send emails to library acquisition offices. Try library associations. They may pass the info on to their library members. Join social networking sites as an author to talk about your books. Put book excerpts on your profile. As an author, create a website, generating really simple syndication, RSS, feeds, create links to author sites and blog sites and participate in forum discussions. Post comments in network forums, providing a link to your website. Do book signings at statewide bookstores, book fairs and literary conventions. Write timely articles on topics of current interest, then submit them at free PR websites. Participate in author and book blog websites. Write articles and make comments on articles there. Be available for interviews, events as a speaker and an expert in your field. List your book on free online classified ads websites. Pay money to place online ads. Send opinion articles to newspapers. Contact book critics and book review companies to get reviews. Send press releases to newspapers in your city, state, or even worldwide for the purpose of being featured and getting book reviews. Find radio stations and television stations that actually feature programs about writers, literature, or books, then send press releases that might get read on air or might help you land an interview. Make a video presentation of your book and upload it to video sharing websites. Make a podcast to market your book. Put it in a podcast directory. Find author marketing websites that offer free ad listings of your book. Find book marketing service providers. If your book has a newsworthy quality, then send out press releases of it. Some might publish it, some won't. There are numerous online book marketing companies that offer services to authors. They offer services like web design, email advertisement, media release, video marketing, etc. Create a website. Try to get book reviews. The opt-in email advertisement is to put an icon on your website inviting people to either subscribe to your newsletter or to receive notices of sales, coupons, new releases, etc. You get their email addresses and send them ads. Market to online groups. Find Facebook, Yahoo, and Google groups that cover your niche, what you sell, then send emails to the members or send a message to each group administrator telling them that you can help their group members, then asking them to put a short announcement about your website in the new events section of the group. Meta tags info. In hidden text that the reader doesn't see on websites, there are titles, keywords, and descriptions. They are displayed in brackets and sometimes called meta tags. Search engines scan these looking for a match of the keyword or term a user has types in. The more of these there are, the more often they are repeated, the higher the ranking of the website. Webdigger.com. Analysis.freeurl.com. northernwebs.com/set/setsimjr.html. spiritsurveyor.com.au/marketing/metatag-maker.htm. yuk.de/webmaster/meta_gen. HTML dead website, try.dash.com/cs/metatags. vancouverwebpages.com/meta/metatags.frame.html, metatag knowledge. hwg.org/faq/metafaq.html. Mobile device marketing info. There are two definitions of mobile marketing. 1. Mobile marketing that refers to direct marketing to cell phones, PDAs, Blackberries, and wireless modem laptop computers. The plan is to use permission-based ads and info to deliver to people on their mobile devices. 2. Marketing that refers to trade shows and driving a vehicle around, doing demos, etc. Imagine a politician going on tour with his big bus with his name and picture on it. This is the same thing except with a product. Pop bands go on tour to promote their latest CD. I saw the guy with the Girls Gone Wild videos go around in a big bus trying to get on local news shows to get free publicity, saying he was on a talent search. Media fragmentation has forced advertisers to rethink the way to build brands. Put up corporate video on YouTube or get a whole channel and post practical, useful videos up. In my opinion, the best thing you can do is put up informative, useful videos about your field online. Get company Facebook and Twitter accounts, both free. You can have an online coupon like offer 25% off a meal at your restaurant to anyone who comes in and shows the coupon on their mobile device for the next 8 hours. Post sales and bargains up for your Twitter followers. Create on-demand advertising, ads on your company website that people can watch anytime. Don't go overboard on social media. I think it's overrated. I tried things that did nothing for my sales. Make it easy for a customer to buy a product or make a booking on a mobile device. Consumers can use their cell phones to enter a promotional 4 to 5-digit short code featured in a print, outdoor or broadcast ad. Via SMS, they can have information sent to their email address or immediately participate in the promotion. Vendigo City Guide is a PDA and cell phone-based service covering 70 U.S. cities. Vendigo enables subscribers to find the best places to eat, shop and hang out in their immediate vicinity. Advertisers place ads there. Create a mobile device app that tells people where the nearest retailer is that sells your products. You can put some code on your product so a mobile phone can scan it and the product information comes up. These are called RFID tags. If you run a restaurant, put up a sign that says you have free wireless internet access. Check out Absolut Vodka's dodgeball services, which tells people where to get a drink near to where they are. Can you tailor this idea to your business? GPS and other location-based technologies are used to target ads to users in specific locations. Wi-Fi-based location-enabled networks, LENs, can carve up a wireless network into discrete segments that target users passing through a specified location. Don't intrude on people with unsolicited ads. It has the opposite effect. Try HF5548 or hashtag 658.8 at the library. Mobile Marketing Association. Mountain View, California. MMAglobal.com. MMAglobal.co.uk, Mobile Marketing Association. RFIDjournal.com, RFID Tags. RickMatheson.com. BrandingUnbound.com. 1001mobiles.co.uk. adverblog.com/archive/cat_mobile_marketing.htm. AMUSITRonics.com, offers virtual reality systems built inside custom trailers or as external pieces for your mobile tour. AnnounceMobile.com. blog.heavybagmedia.com/?cat=4. broadsystem.com/closer contact/mobile marketing services.htm. city-mobile.com, nationwide provider of mobile billboards. creativemobileinteriors.com. emarketer.com/report.aspx?mobile_mktg_feb05. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/mobile_marketing. eventpro.com. exhibitrailers.com. fiercemobilecontent.com. gamare.com. i2imobilemarketing.com. innovativemobile.com, vehicles and expandable trailers for mobile event marketing. juicewireless.com. kindticketsmedia.com/page/mobile-marketing. lazbro.com/mobile.html, Los Angeles. MMAglobal.com, Mobile Marketing Industry Overview. mobilemarketing.com. mobilemarketing.ws. mobilemarketing-europe.com. mobilemarketingforum.com. mobilemarketingmagazine.co.uk. mobilemarketingroadshow.com. mobilemarketing-usa.com. mobilemarketing-usa.net. mobilezarchmarketing.com. m-trends.org/category/mobile-marketing. openmarket.com. ovum.com/go/content/mmo.htm. redski.ie/home/services_mobile-marketing.php. streetteampromotion.com, sign trucks, etc. stun1.com, create and deliver email, SMS, voice, direct mail, and fax campaigns. viso.us/mobile_marketing/mobile_marketing.html visible.dk/subcategory/mobile-marketing.php Newsletter/ezine marketing. Create an ezine which I discuss elsewhere. Offer it for free. People just leave their email address with you and every 2 weeks, get a newsletter. Offer a free course/video, etc. You can market your business online in the form of home study courses, books, video, post on video websites, and audio tapes, post on podcast sites. Research your market or idea and learn how to identify a niche market on the internet. With hotresponders.com or any autoresponder, you can set it up so that it delivers one lesson a week for 12 weeks. Petition Marketing. Petition marketing is getting subtle exposure and traffic. Make up some cause or issue related to your field. Go to a site, write it up ending it with your website name and post it up. You can some advertising this way. People that sign up to support the cause leave their email addresses so you can send them some free activist bullshit info ending it with your website name. Petitionspot.com, iPetitions.com, GoPetition.com, PetitionThem.com. You could start your own petition website where people post petitions up related to your field. Get free petition software at a freeware website. You could have an activist room on your website where people who feel strongly about causes in your field can go to talk and post ideas up. Pop-up Windows websites. Creating pop-up ads is very uncool because you're imposing yourself on other people. Provide your visitors with an easy way to close your pop-up window. Make sure your window is large enough to view your information. Subscriberdrive.com, SubscriptionRocket.com, Willmaster.com, Pop Window Generator, AmazingPopups.com, PopUpGenerator.com, PopUpMaster.com, Create Pop-ups, PopUpRotator.com, Create Pop-ups, Pop Under Windows Info. This is something that seems to have died with pop-ups. When you go on some websites, the pop under window pops up behind it. You do not see it until you close the website window. Willmaster.com, SubscriberDrive.com, SubscriptionRocket.com, Redirected Abandoned Website / Redirected Visitors Technology / Use Expired Domains. There are people who buy abandoned / expired domain names that had a website with traffic on them. They list these abandoned website names in their lists for sale. If you know of expired or abandoned websites in your field or find some at archive.org, you can buy the domain then have it transfer to your website whenever anyone types it in or links to it from another website. It's a way to get traffic to your website. Disobey.com / ghost sites, ghost sites of the web. Abandoned.ru, abandonedonline.net. Deleteddomains.com, recently deleted domains. Abandonedplaces.com. Articlesbase.com / domain-names-articles / making-money-from-expired-domain-registration-945.html, making money from expired domain registration. Blog.barablu.com / tags / abandoned-websites. Blog.stevex.net / index.php / 2008/09/08 abandoned-websites. Blogherald.com / tags / abandoned-websites. Debate.org / debate / abandoned-websites should be taken down. eZinearticles.com, The Curse of the Abandoned Website and 10 Things You Can Do to Avoid It. Video Marketing Info. Shoot a video, get some video editing software. Windows Movie Maker is free on all Windows-based PCs, edit it then learn how to upload it to YouTube and several others like Vimeo.com. TubeMogul.com, get your video distributed to several websites for free. TrafficGeyser.com, for a fee they distribute your video to about 45 video websites. If you have a Mac computer, most people use iMovie 08. There is a lot of crap on internet video websites. Try to do something useful on the video. Be friendly. Don't do a big sales pitch. Be useful and friendly. Keep it less than 5 minutes long unless it's a how-to video. Create a loose script to guide you. Create a catchy title. The Flip Ultra camcorder is a cheap, good camera to make videos with. The Flip Video Ultra series is Pure Digital's newest member. 29.